Hey guys, I'm Alan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a lead guitar tutorial for Lion by Elevation Worship. If you all need tabs for this song, those are going to be available over on Patreon. I'll link that down below in the description. Also, I made a cover video of me playing this electric guitar part through the entire song. That'll be linked down below as well and on the little YouTube card on the top of the screen. So this song's going to be in the key of D minor. Our tempo is 67 beats per minute. Now you're actually going to need a few things to be able to play this song. So you need a slide, also an ebow, which these things are really cool if you're not familiar with them. Then you also want a guitar with a tremolo bar. That just makes one part of the song a little bit easier to pull off. I'll link all those things down below. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. For the intro, verse 1, and the first pre-chorus, we're going to use the slide and the ebow. Let me just run through it for you one time first. Here's what it sounds like. All right, so that's the intro, verse 1, and the pre-chorus. Some quick tips for the ebow real quick in case you're new to it. And I'm not an expert or anything. This was my first song using an ebow, but it was kind of fun. So you want to make sure you're using your neck pickup, so be sure you have that selected to the neck pickup. And then if you hold the ebow just like right over the pickup, it helps a lot. Just holding it basically like right over these bolts. And if you hold it back here, you'll notice you don't get as good of a sound or as loud of a sound. So hold it right over that pickup. And also you want to roll the tone off just a little bit, and then probably turn your volume down on your guitar a little bit too, because the output on these things is super high. So yeah, we're starting off there on the 10th fret with the slide. We'll hold that for basically like 2 measures and then half of the next one. So be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to slide up to the 17th fret, then up to the 19th. So that kind of in tempo is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And after that, we'll come back to the 10th fret again for 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide to 12, 1, 2, 3. Back down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's all for the intro, verse 1, and pre-chorus 1. On the first chorus, we won't play anything for the first 8 measures. Then we're going to come in on the part that I labeled Refrain on the tab, and this is just kind of like a slightly overdriven palm muting riff. We won't really go over it because this part's pretty easy, but I'll just play through it one time for you. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Overdrive. Yeah, and so right there on that pre-chorus 2, we'll kick in some overdrive. And at the very end, whenever we do that octave on the 5th fret of the A string and the 7th fret of the G string, that's where it's helpful to have this tremolo bar. You can just kind of whammy that down, do that dive. If you don't have one, you might could use a whammy pedal if you have one, or maybe to simulate that, you could just kind of slide down if you absolutely don't have any other way to do it. You can just, if you need to. All right, so that's it for the refrain, verse 2, and pre-chorus 2. On chorus 2, we have a really cool riff that we'll play. Here we're going to use a lot of drive, and we'll also add an octave up effect. That's really cool. Here's what it sounds like. We'll come in on the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's spend a little bit of time going over that. So we'll start on the 10th fret of the G string, and we'll go to the 12th fret of the G string, and we'll slide up to the 14th fret. So then if you have a whammy bar, we'll just kind of very slightly whammy that down. So it'll be like just a little bit, about a quarter step. And after that, we'll go to the 12th fret of the G string. We'll go 12, 10, and then 12 on the D string. So let's do that again from the beginning. Ready, go. The next part's the same way. Let's go over these bends real quick. So the next part will be on the 10th fret of the B string with the first finger, and the 12th fret of the G string. I'm going to use my middle finger and ring finger to get this bend, and we'll do a full step bend. So we'll do that twice. And we'll do 12, 10 on the G, and then 12 on the D string. So from the bend, it's... And from there, it's basically just all a repeat. If I want to run through this chorus one last time, feel free to play along here. I'll count in 3 beats. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 E and 1, 2, 3. 4 E and 1, 2, 3, and 4 E and 1, 2, 3. 4 E and 1, 2, 3. 4 E and 1, 2, 3. 4 E and 1, 2, 3, and 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 4 E and 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just kind of hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just kind of let it fade out. All right, that's all for chorus 2. Let's go over bridge 1 and bridge 2. For this part, we'll need the slide and the ebow again. I'll just run through it one time for you first. We're going to start off on the 5th fret of the G string. After resting for a couple measures, we'll come in on the 3rd beat. All right, that's all for bridge 2. Now let's go over chorus 3. On this part, we'll start off again with the ebow and the slide. Now I do want to kind of preface this with, there are some notes on the tab. I went ahead and wrote it out, just like it's played on the recording. But it is very difficult to fit all these notes in and then switch in time to be ready like for the bends. So what I did was just kind of played the first note of this chorus, and after that I just kind of rested for a measure or two and then got ready for the bends just to play it a little bit cleaner. It's kind of funny too whenever you hear his guitar part just soloed, like even though he's doing it is really like, even whenever he plays it, it's pretty messy. So I just opted just to leave him out. All right. So here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, ready, go. We'll switch. 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, so yeah, you can see how that's a really tough transition to make because you have to like switch your pickups. You got to switch to using a pick. You could leave the slide on if you want to. I personally just don't like leaving it on, so I just take it off when I'm not using it. But yeah, that's basically what chorus 3 sounds like. And then going into the like single picking stuff there towards the end of that part, let's just go over that real quick. So we'll start off on the 10th fret of the B string, hitting that twice, and the 13th fret of the B string, and 10th fret of the E. And then just finish the measure out on the 10th fret of the B string. So it's like this. And the next measure is really similar. We'll end with 12-10 on the G string, 12-10, and then 12 on the G, or on the D string, sorry. And then on the tab, I wrote that out in parentheses because you do hear that note keep ringing. So you can either leave that note held down. I'm not sure, it might actually be another guitar that's kind of holding that out, but to simulate it, you can just leave that note held down and just start the next part. And bends. Okay, so that part's a little bit tough to go over, but if you watch the cover video, you can kind of see how I do that. It's a little bit easier whenever you're just kind of playing through the song. All right, so that's all for chorus 3. Let's finish the song out with the last bridge. This is bridge 2. Let me just run through it for you first. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so basically that's just the same riff that you did, there towards the end of the third chorus. So I don't think we necessarily need to go over that. I think you can just kind of run through that a few times. Again, be sure there you use your octave up effect again as well. Especially makes those bends sound really nice and full. And then again, where I wrote that 12 in parentheses, I'll kind of leave that up to you guys, whether you want to do that or not. I'm not sure if it's two guitars, one's like holding that note out while the other one's playing the note, or it may just be one guitar, but it sounds a little funny to hold that out. So leave that up to you guys. You guys can kind of experiment with that, play it the way you want to. Whew! All right. So I think that's going to be it for this tutorial. I know I've taken up way too much of you guys' time, but hopefully it helped you learn the song. Don't forget there are tabs available over on Patreon. Also, I made the cover video of me playing all the way through the song. All this stuff's linked down below, so go down there, check out all the links. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. You guys can also check out my other channel if you've watched this far into the video. Hopefully you're, I guess, interested. Otherwise, why would you still be here? But yeah, I have another channel called Tools and Tech where I post basically just like vlogs, construction videos, like DIY project type stuff, and also kind of some tech videos, just if you're a dad, you probably enjoy it. It's kind of a dad channel. So yeah, I'll link that down below too. You guys can check that out. We're shooting for 1,000 subscribers on that channel by the end of 2022. We're sitting at 402 right now. So I could really use your help to get there if you guys want to help me out. All right, that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys have a good day. See you in the next one.